Every single type of celebrity has their fans. It could be internet celebrity, Hollywood celebrity, or even a musician. They all have their fans. And when you're a normal person with a functional brain, you don't get to attach to these people. You like them, but in the end, you don't have the desire to pretty much defend them at every single corner in the internet. You usually don't if you're a normal person. But sometimes there are people out there that get too attached to somebody to the point they have to defend them and glaze them till the very, very fucking end. And today's individual is somebody like that. And this person is a massive fan of the YouTuber Chibi Reviews. And for the people who do not know who he is an anime YouTuber who also talks about politics and a lot of other shit. He has a long list of shit that he has done in his past. Pretty much, him being horny over images of 13-year-old girls in the internet, or him scamming his fan base. He has done some pretty fucked up shit. But I was actually planning to talk about him in this. I was going to talk about his video, talking about oh my god, our porn is under attack. Oh my god, our hentai is under attack. Our furry content's under attack. And I was also going to talk about that video of him pretending that he's actually outside. But in reality, he's probably in his fucking backyard. But in the end, I just didn't do it. Because what else was I going to say? What else am I going to say about Chibi Reviews that hasn't been said already? Oh, he's a pedophile. Oh, he's a horny fucking goon-addicted fucker who there's probably a reason why his wife left him and all his friends backstab him. I'm just gonna say the same shit that everyone has already said. But you may be asking, why am I even mentioning Chibi Reviews? Like I said in the beginning of the fucking video, I'm actually gonna talk about one of his fans because his fans are insane. I'll tell you that. They are so parasocial that if Chibi Reviews dies today, they will die the next day. And we've covered some pretty bad people, right? But the motherfucker we're actually going to talk about today is an interesting case that actually made me laugh a lot with the shit this guy's been saying. And he may be a troll, or he may be actually genuine, but we're just going to look into the brain of an actual Chibi Reviews fan, of a fan of someone who was a pedophile and has scammed to them and has trusted every single thing Chibi Reviews has ever said without even questioning it for even a little bit, and even will justify some of the shit he has said. This person is mentally ill and probably has nothing else out there, so he believes this makes him feel important or some shit like that. And this person is that one easy Gintama fanboy Uma Musume Brainrot, or Berserker 144. And you may be asking, why should I give a fuck about this guy? Why should I even care? This guy is some glub shitto, some nobody. Well, first of all, he has 10,000 followers on Twitter, so he does have some sort of, relevancy, you could say. He's a nobody. He's literally that. That's who this guy really is. But the reason why we're actually going to talk about him is because he kind of represents your average Chibi Reviews fan, okay? This guy, we're going to see later, glazes this guy's cock. But before we even get to any of this guy's tweets, let's read his description. And his description is something. It is really, really something. Racist, misogynistic, homophobic, lesbophobic, fatphobic, communist-phobic, weeb, meme, simper, might be an actual anime Nazi. I don't know, manga supremacist, and bait. And this is some of the most try-hard shit I have fucking seen. I know it's based for being communist-phobic, we all hate communists, obviously, but all this other shit is fucking, try-hard as fuck. He really thought he was edgy writing this shit down. He really thought he was cooking, okay? He really was oh my god, I'm gonna offend all these Jigglypuffs, I'm gonna offend all these libtards if I type all this shit down, I'm so original, dude. He really thought he was cooking here, but how did I even discover this guy even fucking existed? Well, it was because of this tweet over here. And it's kind of fucking interesting. I'll tell you this. This is where we start getting the clues of how parasocial this guy really is to Chibi Reviews and how hard he's willing to defend him by any sort of criticism or any sort of person making fun of him. So let's read this shit. And Berserk says, thinks Dan is the raped anime. Thinks lolicons are pedos. Thinks it's okay to dox graves. Surprisingly, he's not a Hassan dick rider, but he's a closeted pedo. Just matter of time before he's exposed as such. And the video he is seething about is a video from Big Bungie that I will link that video down in the description. It's a really great video. It's absolute kino shit. It's actually hilarious and amazing. But he's pretty much seething because this guy decided to make fun of his god. This guy that he sees as a father figure. He's really seething. And it's really funny how he's trying to accuse him of being a fucking pedo for some fucking reason. Because he thought Dan Dan is a rape anime. It's funny. If you actually see the video, all of it just fucking obvious jokes. But for some reason, this guy thinks it's serious. And I think it's really funny, right? It's really fucking funny how, because Big Bungie doesn't believe the doxing of the grave. He doesn't really believe people went to his fucking grave or some shit and made fun of it. He believes that this is so Big Bungie's saying it's okay to dox graves. Like, he never really said that. He just made fun of it. Like, what are you talking about? And also he thinks lolicons are pedos. Yeah, you guys are fucking pedophiles. There's no other way to say it. Like, you guys are attracted to fucking images of little girls. And you guys want to fuck it. Talking about how much you're going to want to fuck it. You want to jack off to it. How much you want to marry it. Like, dude. If any of these motherfuckers are going to bring out these same arguments that, oh, Kakaroza said fuck anime, so that makes him a pedo. Well, he didn't really say it because, like, oh, out of nowhere he was saying, like, oh, fuck anime. No, it's because his audience were, like, pressuring him about some drama he was involved with that involved lolicon or some shit. And he was pressured to it. It wasn't really something that he said naturally. And he could say, like, oh, these other cases of, like, this other guy that called anime pedophilia, he's also, a pedophile and all this shit. And so that means anybody who calls out lolicons are pedophiles. Well, you know what's really funny? With the people that call the lolicon shit out, when some of the people come out as fucking pedophiles, people shit on them, okay? If it's your own fucking side, you guys defend it till the very fucking end. Because there are people still defending Lucari. And that guy actually had jailbait on his fucking computer. You guys can't say shit. And it's funny, these guys have people like Digi, bro. Have people like Giggly Goon Clown on their fucking side. Actual active pedophiles. Like, you can't really say shit if you guys are also guilty of insane shit. And people who are pretty much not even embarrassed about it. They're public about it. But you guys never call it out. It's actually the anti-lolicon people who are pedophiles. Yeah, totally. And it's funny. These people will also use the argument saying if you call anybody a pedophile, it actually makes the name have no meaning. Well, these guys do the exact same shit. It's really fucking rich of this guy to say shit like this. But that's pretty much him seething about Big Bungie's video. And if that was the only tweet from this guy, this video wouldn't have even fucking existed. But this is the, my own fucking interactions with this guy that led to me making this video, because I decided to look a lot more into the account, and I'm gonna tell you, it's pretty fucking insane. And you may be asking, how did this fucking start? Well, I saw this tweet specifically from the Berserk guy, right? And he said, Chibi Reviews has 500,000 subs and only gets about 45,000 views a video. That's so pathetic, dude. If that's pathetic, then why are you constantly harassing him every day? Just let him fade into irrelevancy. If that's truly pathetic. And I gotta be honest with you, the response to this shit is because people think it's funny. People think it's funny going after this guy and calling him a pathetic loser because it's actually fucking funny. It's hilarious. And this would have never fucking happened if he decided to not try to sue his own fucking trolls. People who were making fun of him and make an entire fucking cry session about this shit, saying, oh my god, people posted images of like the World War II soldiers. I would look news clippings saying Hitler's dead. Like, these people are pieces of shit. I'm gonna sue them. Like, if he never did that, this shit would have never fucking happened. But he did do that, okay? He actually did. That's why people are doing it. So, pretty much, I just thought this was actually fucking dick rider behavior. So, this led me to post, a gif of Shawn Michaels doing the dick sucking thing. I thought that was fucking funny. Pretty much saying you. And I never really thought anything else of it. I just, did that and moved on with my fucking day. But this led to this guy seething so fucking hard. First of all, he blocks you because he doesn't really want you to talk back to him because he's such of a fucking pussy. So he'll just do that first. And this is the tweet I saw that made me fucking laugh my ass off. I just thought this was hilarious. So instead of wanting Chibi to fade into irrelevancy, y'all would rather endlessly harm this man, keeping him relevant as a result. If you give him money, well, You are a speed GIF user. Your kind is never smart. That is a lot of fucking words to respond to somebody just posting a GIF of Shawn Michaels, the motion of dick sucking. That is a lot of fucking time to fucking, do a seed tweet and post that shit. Over that, like, usually people would just ignore it, but this guy had to defend Chibi Reviews because he saw me as a threat to him. He saw me as a threat to King Chibi for some fucking reason. And it's really fucking funny how he thinks some random fucker with 100 followers on fucking Twitter was gonna make this guy still stay relevant after me posting a GIF that barely got any fucking likes, any fucking views on Twitter. But me posting a GIF of Shawn Michaels pretending to suck a dick was enough for somehow, in this guy's brain, for Chibi Reviews to be relevant again. I don't know what this guy's mind is. It's actually insane. But it's also funny how, like, this guy is so terminally online to the point he has to, like, identify the type of people who are responding to him. Like, he literally called me a speed GIF user. Like, I never heard of this name before. Like, I don't think I ever seen anybody call somebody a speed GIF user. Like, this is not his first time receiving this fucking GIF of Shawn Michaels. It's literally not the first time, and him calling them, like, they're never smart. Yeah, it's literally not his fucking first time. Like, nobody has ever called anybody this. Like, so many terminally online people on Twitter, but they never use this lingo or this term. It is actually insane. And because of this response, this led me to be a little curious about this guy. And also he blocked me for some fucking reason because this guy is such a pussy. He doesn't want anyone to respond to him that he's going after. But because of this, I decided to actually look into the account because I thought this guy was like, it was just a one-time thing when I saw the big Bungie tweet that he did. And I just thought he's just some random retard. But when I looked into his Twitter, I think this guy really feels like Chibi Reviews is a family member. Because the amount of times he fucking defends this guy, the amount of times he tweets about this guy, sucking this guy's massive or tiny Chibi cock is insane. Like, this guy literally jacks up the tiny Chibi Tic Tac. But let's read a couple of the tweets that I found that are pretty insane. So let's start with this one over here. And Berserk says, Chibi Reviews is a retarded hypocrite. He's pro-free speech yet sued people that criticized him, called him a pedo over finding a lolly cute, doxed his brother's grave, planted CSAM on his account. When did crimes fall under free speech? Okay, buddy, okay. So you're saying that this over here are the justified reasons for him to sue his detractors or just some random glub shitto on Twitter, okay? So let's start with the first one. So if anybody calls Chibi Reviews or anybody a pedophile, they need to be sued. Okay, Big Bungie needs to sue you too. You did that. You literally did the exact same shit. Like, you can't really say like, he got called a pedophile, so he needs to sue people. Like, you did it to other people too. You did it to Big Bungie. So you can't really use this as an argument or a way to justify somebody suing another person. So in your logic, Big Bungie needs to sue you. But it's really fucking funny how him being called a pedophile, like, people will call him a pedophile no matter fucking what. Because this guy is literally on Twitter posting like drawings of 13-year-old girls and talking about how he wants to fuck them or how much he wants to bang these bitches or some shit like that. Like, no shit, people that have like a regular brain will call him a pedophile. Like, if you really want to play this argument, go outside and literally show them an image of like some 13-year-old girl in an anime and say, I want to fuck that. People will call you a pedophile really fucking quick. Like, it's like, no shit, but like, he would post shit like that and then cry victim when people call him a pedophile. Like, you can't really defend this shit, okay? He does this to himself. So you can't call him out. And also like his brother's grave being doxxed or people planting CSAM on his account or pornography. Like, I don't think that ever fucking happened. Like, the grave shit he claims happened, but never really proves or provides evidence. And he never really was able to sue anybody for anything because he knows majority of this shit isn't true. He only said all this shit was pretty much to scam his audience. And also to make himself look like a fucking victim because this guy really loves to act like a fucking victim. So like, majority of your arguments don't really work that well. If you actually like argue somebody who actually has covered the, Chibi review shit, they would immediately destroy you. Okay? So this is pretty bullshitty, okay? And also it's funny how this guy leaves out the part where like people were literally posting images of like used soldiers holding newspapers saying Hitler is dead, or people making jokes about him, and how Chibi reviews were saying I need to sue those people too. Like, convenient, very fucking convenient for you to not mention that. And now we get to this tweet over here. And this tweet is very fucking interesting and pretty fucking sad. So let's read this one over here. It's funny to me how people think me being a fan of Chibi since 2014 is an own. Guess that means I can be a fan of stuff like Uma Musume, Cody Luxel, Avatar, Scooby-Doo, Mystery Incorporated, Zyolini, I don't know what the fuck that's even saying, Showdown, H2 Adjust, Add Water, Spy Kids, Superhero, and Generic, etc. now. And this is pretty fucking pathetic, okay? Imagine like coping about being a fan of Chibi reviews. Like, this is like a no-shitter for anybody. Like, no shit, people would make fun of you for being a fan of Chibi if you're constantly talking about it and bragging about it like, oh yeah, I was there since 2014, dude. I was there. And it's really funny how like, oh, people are making fun of me for being a fan of Chibi? Well, that means I can't be fans of all this gay shit, all this soy boy shit, all this fucking cringy anime stuff. Like, bro, like, I don't think that's the only really thought it was. I think you just owned yourself. Okay, like, you kind of just put yourself out as a loser. That's why I think it's really pathetic, because this guy doesn't really have anything outside of his life but to these things. Like, if you're a fucking fan of Spy Kids, unironically a fan of that shit, like, I get it, like, oh, it's my childhood and all that type of shit, but this guy's acting like this is, like, a massive thing. Like, bro, look into your own fucking life. I think I have a feeling this guy's in his fucking 30s. I have a fucking feeling, okay? And this guy hasn't really moved on from that shit. But maybe that's the reason why he is really, like, defending Chibi reviews really fucking badly, because, like, it's something attached to, like, a more innocent time of his fucking life, and he needs to defend it, because him seeing anybody deciding to call out Chibi reviews for his shit, calling him out for anything, is like an attack on his own soul. It's really bad for this guy. But if you think this is bad enough, this is some horrible shit, like, okay, this guy's pretty sad, a really pathetic guy, that he really is defending Chibi reviews till the very fucking end, don't worry, it gets a lot fucking worse, because this guy constantly argues with many of Chibi reviews detractors, people who constantly go after him, and one of them is Snot-Nosed Swagger, and he did a post pretty much making fun of Chibi reviews for his, his video of him, like, saying, yo, I'm outside, guys. I'm totally outside touching grass, dude. Like, totally a video that a guy would do if he's totally touching grass and not going to his fucking house backyard. But because this guy sees this shit, he needs to fucking call him out on this. He needs to call him out. Like, this is horrible. Like, oh my god, how dare them call out, my god, Chibi reviews. And this led to Berserk making a post like this, pretty much responding to this shit, saying, you ever gonna call out Hassan saying America deserves 9/11? Like, bro, what else has to be said? Like, everybody mentions this shit. Nobody gives a fuck. Like, this guy, like, posted, like, Hassan said America deserves 9/11. Like, nobody would actually give a shit. Like, it doesn't really matter. Like, it's funny how, like, these people would constantly shit on Hassan, like, saying, oh, Hassan this bad and Hassan that bad. Well, they act exactly like Hassan's fan base. Because I remember, if you decide to call out Hassan on anything, people would say, what about Palestine? What about that? Why didn't you talk about that instead of Hassan? Like, the Hassan shit's dumb. It's like, it's the same cope. It's always the exact same cope. Like, when there's something that's indefensible and something they can't really defend, you have to say, oh, why didn't you talk about this? Why are you not talking about this? This is worse. And like, who gives a fuck? What if he's not interested? Okay? He doesn't really care. And this led to Snot-Nosed Swagger saying Hassan bad, and oh my god, Berserk didn't really fucking like this. He hated this. He thought this was awful. He thought this was like bad, okay? So this led to him responding to Snot-Nosed Swagger saying he abused his dog, is a terrorist supporter, and went to an underage brothel. Yes, he is bad, but you'll never call his ass out. You'll focus on people like Chibi instead. It's like, okay, like, what else is there to say about it? Like, this has already been said millions and millions of times. Like, I'm not even joking. Like, everybody knows this shit. Nobody really cares. And also, like, Hassan is already over. He's already been destroyed. His reputation is done ever since the dog collar shit. So, like, what's the point anymore? Hassan has already felt it, and nobody gives a shit. Like, genuinely, like, the last time Hassan is getting shitted on was for the Cuba shit. But even that, like, even for me, it was like, I don't really care. People are covering this. So, like, Hassan is already a guy that's being covered by anybody, and there's other people doing it better. So, like, snot-nosed swagger doesn't really have to talk about Hassan that much. He could literally just A-log Chibi reviews because he could do whatever the fuck he wants. But this is something this guy doesn't really understand. Because for some reason, like, because Hassan is bad, you can never call out Chibi reviews for any of the things he has done or even make fun of him. And this led to him having a meltdown about this guy. Constantly, like, saying, oh my god, this guy is such a hypocrite. Or say, like, oh, he'll never call him out on this one here. Or pretty much say, oh, he has more views than you, so you're making him relevant. And all that type of shit. And this post wasn't even the post that led to him A-logging snot-nosed swagger. He would constantly seethe about him, would constantly justify the scamming, would constantly make strawmans about it. Like, he literally was having a meltdown over people calling Chibi reviews a fucking cuck. I'm not even joking. This guy was like making long defenses talking about how this is very fucking weird and you guys are totally obsessed. Well, this guy is literally looking at every single snot-nosed swagger tweet ever made and constantly responding to it, constantly looking at it. Like, this guy has blocked snot-nosed swagger multiple times and he still is responding to this guy. Like, oh, totally obsessed. The other side is obsessed, and he'll also call them stalkers, but while he is stalking the people who are calling out Chibi reviews, like, I hope this guy is really trolling. Like, if he is, it will be fucking funny. Like, he is a master troll. Like, he somehow emulated the fucking Chibi review fan mindset. And all of this led to him seething about another guy called Mythical, another Chibi reviews A-log, and he melted down at him so fucking hard, right? He started literally coping about this guy having botted likes and botted views. This is the levels of cope we have seen right now. This is some levels of cope that is unimaginable. Imagine seething so hard you start coping about this guy having botted views and likes with no evidence because you just feel like it. That is insane. That is actually crazy. And that's actual unimaginable levels of sleeping. And this video has already reached to 20 minutes, okay? Like, I think we already have a clear image of the guy. At least we have a clear image of everything, right? And this is the conclusion of this fucking video. These are the fans of Chibi reviews. People who are probably mentally ill and way too attached to the guy that they literally need to defend this guy till the very fucking end. And he's not the only one. There are other people like this. There are other people out there acting exactly the exact same way. And I've seen that before. So he's not really that special. The only reason I even highlighted this guy or even wanted to talk about this guy specifically is because he's the most consistent one. He's the one who does this the most. And it's insane. And I hope this guy's trolling. I hope he is. Because if he's not, this guy is done. And this is why I also kind of believe also Chibi Reviews is a piece of shit, because he loves his audience. He really wants them to be parasocial to him. He really wants them to feel like they're with him or attached to him. And I believe he's actually a scumbag for pretty much taking advantage of what I think these people are mentally ill, of the mentally ill. This guy's really taking advantage of that shit. But he loves it because he also wants to feel value in his life. Because he's also a very useless person with nothing else outside of his shitty ass YouTube channel. Okay? So that is the conclusion to this shit. That this is what a Chibi Reviews fan is. That's how they act. We literally did a brain dissection of this guy. We literally dissected this guy's fucking Twitter account. Not really dissecting, because it's just reading some of this shit. Like, you could literally look at the first second when you look into this guy's Twitter account. If you scroll down a little bit, you see this shit. So I got my point across. These people are delusional, and these people are gay, and these people are cornballs, cringe. Like, I could have read like hours of fucking tweets. Like, there's a lot of gems with this guy. There is. Like, this guy would constantly talk about how, like, Chibi Reviews is, like, has all these viewers and how, like, he's not relevant. He's not really, like, irrelevant. He's actually very relevant because of people calling him out. Like, it's insane. It's actually fucking insane. okay? But we already got the conclusion, and I don't really want to give this guy any more time unless if he does something really fucking funny that I might cover too. But I think that's it. We have gone to the end of the fucking video, but I hope you guys give this video a fucking like. Subscribe to the Mr. Zombie Army. Let's get to 500, 1,000 subs. I don't care. We have to just see big zeros, okay? Let's get to high numbers. I hope you guys will leave a comment in this fucking video, okay? On this fucking video. And you could say whatever the fuck you want. You could say I'm a piece of shit for covering the mentally ill. Or you could say that this is what a Chibi Reviews fan look like. Post whatever the fuck you want. Comment whatever the fuck you want. I don't care. I think different opinions are cool. But after that, I hope all you guys have a really great spring, a really great March, and a really great day. And goodbye.